Hi, and welcome to day 17 or baby step 16 of the FlyLady method. If you haven't seen my previous videos, please click the playlist below and watch them in order. You're meant to watch one video a day. These are habits that we're trying to build one at a time in order to create routines that will help you to change your life in a positive way and help you better manage your household. So at this point, we have a control journal where we've written our morning and our before bed routines. Like I've said before, it's not really important when you list the task. Just make sure that you get all the tasks done in a day. Your control journal should serve as your checklist and your reminder to get these things done. But if you don't have a lot of time in the morning, you can move any of these to before bed. So at this point, we're doing, we're getting dressed to lace up shoes, fixing our hair and face. I can't tell you how much this makes a difference in me personally, and I would imagine everybody that does this. Especially lately. Like when I say lately, just like within the past few weeks. My dogs have decided, my 3 dogs have decided that 4:45 in the morning is when they want to get up. And they've let us know this by obnoxiously barking until we get up. This has not been the norm. We're not people that normally sleep in. Normally I would get up at, probably like 5:30 anyway. No, I shouldn't say 5, probably more like 5:30 anyway, to go to work. But I don't work anymore. I'm at home right now. My husband still works, but he doesn't have to be to work until 8 o'clock. He's not, and he doesn't take a long time to get ready, so he's not getting up at 4:45 in the morning. So we have tried all different types of things to keep them quiet, and it's just not working. So finally I told my husband the other day, and this was like at the beginning of this week, I said, I'm just going to get up with them. And I will just adjust my schedule. I mean, I don't mind getting up early in the morning because I'm able to get lots of things done. But we can't figure out how to get them to be quiet. And they're old. They're like 12 years old. They're not, they're not going to change. So I've started getting up with them at 4:45 in the morning. And one of the things that I do as soon as I get up is I do get dressed to lace up shoes in the morning. Granted, mine are like those slip-on walking Sketcher knockoffs at this point because I can't bend over to lace up my shoes. But I get up and I have makeup that I wear and I do my hair and all of that. And I have it done really early, but it doesn't matter because once I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go. So like this morning, we had a repairman coming at 8 o'clock in the morning. And most people that stay at home probably would be like, 8 o'clock, that is way too early. I had been up and had my face fixed and had my breakfast and had both of my bathrooms swished and swiped. I had done a load of laundry. I had done so much of my routine for the day. By the time that guy got here, I was put together. I felt confident. To me, it was like mid-morning. And so just the habit of getting dressed as soon as you get up, not putting it off for an hour or two after you have your coffee and all that. Just getting dressed as soon as you get up, it's just invaluable, even when you're somebody that stays at home. I think more so when you're somebody that stays at home, because people that have a job, they will get up and get dressed. They have to. When you stay at home, you could really stay in your pajamas all day, but this will change your life. I'm sorry to go off on that, but I was just thinking about it this morning that 8 o'clock, that was, what? 3 hours after I was up. It was no big deal at all. I had almost everything done already. So, morning routine. Get dressed to lace up shoes, fix your hair and face. Your Post-its that are in your bathroom and your kitchen serve as reminders for you to look at your control journal so that you can make sure you get all of your tasks done for the day. Read the FlyLady daily message. Change your negative voices to positive ones. Do a 2-minute hotspot, a 5-minute room rescue, 15-minute declutter, and make your bed. Make your bed should probably be the very first thing that we list because that's what you do as soon as you get out of bed in the morning. Your before bed routine is to shine your sink, lay out your entire outfit for tomorrow. This makes getting dressed to lace up shoes a no-brainer even when it's 4:45 in the morning. a 2-minute hotspot, and then check your control journal to make sure you got everything done for the day. So baby step 16 is kind of, I'm going to add that on to this. She wants you to either go to her website or in your email, just take a minute to read another email from her. That's it. So I'm going to put FlyLady message plus another. If you've signed up for her email list, which was one of the things you should have done to get started, you'll notice that you get a lot of email. Actually, it's a lot less than it used to be. It used to be like 14 or 15 emails a day. Now I feel like maybe it's 5, 6. The emails are all different kinds, and I've talked about this in previous videos, but just as a reminder, you'll get emails where it's her morning musing, where she has like a longer essay that's about a certain subject. She'll send out little inspirational emails. She'll send out little testimonial emails from other people that are doing this system. She'll send out ones where she's, talking about a product that she sells, although she's very clear about saying you don't need to buy any of her products. They started offering products because people doing this system wanted them, but this is doable without her products. She also sends out like questions. People have questions and she'll answer them. And then she'll send out things like the daily mission emails or a guide that will tell you what you're going to be doing the next week. So she's got various types of emails that she sends out. She just wants you to pick one of those other emails to read. And anything else, which was one of the baby steps before, was to delete any emails that are stressing you out. She says that from the very beginning. If all these emails stress you out, just delete them all. But at this point, hopefully you have time and you're kind of mentally in this now, and you think, okay, I have time to read one more email. They're very short. All the emails aside from the morning musing are very short. It takes you maybe a minute or so. So maybe when you're sitting down to rest for a second or whatever, you're having a cup of coffee or something like that, you can take the time to read it. But it's all part of this thing she calls fly washing. She wants you to change the way you think about housework, because so many of us feel like the martyr, like nobody helps us. And that was me. Like, just this big chip on my shoulder about doing housework, and my husband didn't help me, but these are modern times, and like he's helping to make the mess, and he doesn't help me, and I have to do it all myself. Well, you know what? That's not true, first of all. But if that's how you're feeling, who wants to help that person? And I mean, my husband would call me out for that. He'd be like, you just play the martyr, and I'd get really mad about that, right? It's just not worth it, and it's not true. We have to change the way we think, because if we don't, then we're always going to be resentful about having to do housework and just not do it. And it's not about being some, brainwashed ditz that's just like, oh, I love cleaning the house. Cleaning the house is like the best thing in the world. Cleaning the house is not the best thing in the world to me. Scrubbing the toilets every day is not like, yeah, I get to scrub the toilets. It's not like that. But it's changing your brain to see it in a different way. First of all, these habits just make it automatic. You don't even think about it anymore because it's just part of your day. But the other part of changing the way your brain thinks about this is to see it as a way that you're really helping yourself fly, finally loving yourself. You're really doing yourself a favor when you do these things, because that doesn't change the fact that other people will benefit from them, and probably people you love because they live in the house with you. So you're doing something selfish. That's how I see it. You're doing something selfish. It's for you because you love yourself enough to go, you know what? I deserve to have a clean house. I deserve to have a clean toilet. What if I get sick in the night and I have to puke? She has a saying, nothing says I love you like a clean toilet when you're sick, right? Who wants to have to bow down to a filthy porcelain god, you know what I mean? So all of these things are for you, so that your life is easier, your life is less stressful, you feel more confident, you feel Like you're accomplishing things and you are doing something nice for yourself. And this, I wouldn't say that I bought into that right away, but I did read the emails and I started to think, okay, there's more than one perspective on this, and this is a valid perspective to have. It wasn't mine, but it doesn't mean it's not valid. And over time, reading all of these emails, and I still do every now and then when I feel like I need like a brain refresher. It's true. I'm doing, so my husband benefits from me looking nice, but so do I. I don't have to stress that the repair guy is coming at 8 in the morning. I don't have to stress about, am I ready for anything that day? The 2-minute hotspot, that saves me from having to search for keys, right? Because I've cleaned it up. I put the keys where they go on the hook. I've put my purse where it goes. I've put wallets, sunglasses, work badges where they go. I don't have to stress about finding my own stuff. So my husband benefits from that because I put his stuff away too. It only took me, less than 2 minutes to put it away. But that's something I do for myself. The room rescue, that's something I'm doing for myself because I want to be able to use that room in the house. I don't want to be embarrassed or have a door that has to be closed every time company is over. This is for me. And if other people benefit, great. Maybe other people will see what I'm doing and they'll join in. But it doesn't mean that when I do these things, I'm a slave to my house. I'm, the only one that does this. Nobody helps me. I don't want to think that way anymore because that's just punishing me and everybody around me because I have a bad attitude, and that, of course, filters to everybody in the household. Decluttering. When I started decluttering, I would be a little, well, not all this is mine, and why do I have to, no. Once I decluttered my kitchen, that is a gift to me because I'm the one that does all the cooking in the house. So much easier to cook when you know where everything is, and you don't have to sift through a bunch of junk to get there. Making the bed, that's for me. That makes me feel good when I walk in the room and my room looks put together. Shining my sink, that's for me. So when I get up in the morning, I don't have to contend with a pile of filth in my kitchen. It's like ready to go for me. So if I want to make breakfast, I want to have my coffee, I can go in and do that. And it's not an issue. I don't have to start behind and start doing dishes before I can even get myself fed. Laying out tomorrow's outfit is for me, right? That helps me to have a stress-free morning. It goes a lot quicker. I can leave the house knowing that everything was together. I didn't have to stress about something as ridiculous as my clothes. All of these things are for you. And her emails help to reinforce that perspective, which is a valid perspective. Her emails also answer questions that people have about the system. I think a lot of the time, and I was guilty of this in the beginning, people way overthink it because it seems like it's so much. That's why I'm doing this series. But it's really not that much. If you take it step at a time like she suggests, get your routines down and then start adding things in. But I think people try to tackle it all at once. It becomes overwhelming. They overthink it way too much, and then they get discouraged. So I know that this was kind of long for what the baby step was, which was to add another email that you read each day to your routine. Don't just read maybe her morning musing, but add a testimonial or add questions or whatever. It's all part of seeing how other people make the system work for them and helping to change your perspective so that you realize that the effort you're putting in is really for you because you deserve it. It's not for other people. Yes, they'll benefit from it, but you're the one that's going to really benefit from it, and it's for you. So, if you have any questions, please leave them below in the comments. Otherwise, good luck with your routine, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.